Good morning, it's Wednesday, June the 4th, and you're watching AGORACOM TV. I'm your host, Paul Kondakos. AGORACOM TV is a daily, fast-paced, edgy show bringing you the best press releases at the open, along with the halt, so that you can hopefully profit from them and potentially find your next great small cap investment. I've got 4 great press releases to report on this morning. I've got 3 from the Canadian side, 1 from the US side, and they're all resource companies. And as always, in the second segment of our program, we'll be bringing you the daily halts. So without any further ado, let's get down to business. Top story I have for you. Duluth Metals Limited trades on the TSX under the symbol DM and also under the symbol DM.U. We've got an update on their NI 43-101 resource estimate for their Maximus deposit. What we've got a 30% increase to 449 million tons for the indicated resource and the 162% increase to 284 million tons for the inferred resource category. So significant increases in their 43-101 resource update. The resource estimate includes 2 recently discovered high-grade areas containing, and this is at a 0.7% copper cutoff. We've got 17 million tons of indicated resource grading, 0.82% copper, 0.25% nickel, and 1.1 grams per ton of TPM, and TPM means platinum, palladium, and gold. And in addition, we've got 20 million tons of inferred resource grading, 0.83% copper, 0.22% nickel, and 1.25 grams per ton of TPM. Now, what I also have, I've got the amount of indicated and inferred resources on a per metal basis, impressive numbers. For copper, under the indicated resource category, we've got 6.18 billion pounds. For nickel, we've got 1.97 billion pounds. For cobalt, we've got 103 million pounds of indicated resource. And now I'm going to go through platinum, palladium, and gold. These are all respectively, which is 2.3 million ounces of platinum, 5.17 million ounces of palladium, and 1.21 million ounces of gold. So big numbers coming out of Duluth. Duluth is a company which is committed to acquiring, exploring, and developing copper, nickel, and platinum group metal deposits. They're last at $2.72. Off their 52-week high of $4.07. Moving on, we've got a joint press release put out by Duran Ventures and MacMillan Gold Corp. Duran trades under the venture under the symbol DRV, and MacMillan Gold Corp trades on the venture under the symbol MMG. Disclaimer time, MacMillan Gold is an AGORACOM client, so as always, make sure to do your due diligence on each of these companies. They've announced the results of their hole 6 testing the Aguila copper moly target in Ancash, Peru. We've got great numbers coming out of this company. They've reported on the entire 718-meter intersection for hole 6, which averaged 0.56% copper and 0.04% moly. And within that intercept, we've got a more concentrated intercept, which includes 571 meters of 0.66% copper and 0.041% moly. Hole number 6 was terminated at 723 meters in a well-mineralized diorite dike in the west contact zone in material with reported grades of 0.687% copper and 0.05% moly over the last 5.5 meters. What does this mean? This indicates the potential for another porphyry body at this depth located towards the west contact zone. MacMillan Gold's last at 59 cents off their 52-week high of $1.10, and Duran Ventures last at 85 cents off their 52-week high of $3.33. Moving on to our next company, Maximus Ventures trades on the venture under the symbol MXV, and we also have NFX Gold Inc., which also trades on the venture under the symbol NFX. We've got results from several additional follow-up drill holes, which are located in the Bear Lake area of the Larder Lake property in Ontario. Hole number 44 intersected 15.1 meters grading 13.6 grams per ton of gold, and within that we've got a more concentrated intersection of 4.4 meters grading 42 grams per ton of gold. Hole number 38 cut a 2.9 meter section of flow-type mineralization assaying 6.5 grams per ton of gold, including a 1.9 meters, which yielded 8.9 grams per ton of gold, and could represent a different mineralized chute within the Bear Lake gold zone. Maximus Ventures last at 25 cents off their 52-week high of 86 cents. And NFX Gold Inc. last at 38 cents off their 52-week high of $1.25. And last, moving on to the U.S., we've got Legend International, trades on the OTC under the symbol LGDI. Once again, disclaimer time, they are an AGORACOM client. However, as always, the news stands on its own. Legend International announced the closing of a $105 million private placement and proposed listing on the Amex or the American Stock Exchange. They closed the $105 million private placement, so that's done. They've got 25 North American and international institution investors which participated in the private placement. 43 million shares were issued at a price of $2.50. Now, the proceeds of the financing are going to be used to advance the ongoing development of the company's phosphate projects in the Georgina Basin in the Mount Isa region of Queensland, Australia. The company also advises, as I'd mentioned earlier, that it's made an application to list its shares of common stock on the American Stock Exchange. Now, as we had mentioned to you several weeks ago, what's going on with Legend International, they announced a scoping study where they had annual gross earnings, where they announced that annual gross earnings for the scoping study would be $1.7 billion, and this is assuming that phosphate maintains its price of $400 per ton. They anticipate 10 million tons of production per year, so significant numbers coming out of Legend International. This $105 million private placement will significantly help to advance the plant to production. The company's last at $3.28 off its 52-week high of $5.05. That's it for the great press releases. Moving on to the halts of the day. Vision 2000 Exploration Limited trades on the venture under the symbol BNN. They've been halted pending news. Gold Bullion Development Corp on the venture under the symbol GBB. They've been halted pending news. And finally, Canadian Subsurface Energy on the venture under the symbol CSE. They have been halted opening Wednesday, June 4th, 2008. There's no reason for the halt, but I'm assuming they've been halted pending news. That's a wrap for today. I'm your host, Paul Kondakos. Thanks for watching AGORACOM TV. Make sure you tune in again tomorrow when we've got more great press releases and halts at the open.